Can you hear me now?
One, two. What you gonna do? What's good, congregation? It's your favorite auntie, DJ Auntie Mimi, and we are back with a brand new Can You Hear Me Now? The podcast. Run it. I don't know what we run it. What's good, y'all? We are back with a brand new show. I hope y'all missed me. Did y'all miss me? I did my makeup. So sad. And look at my edges. They're growing back. Once my edges get in a bit, ain't gonna be able to tell me net, ho. Cause who, I'm still bald head. Go ahead. It's okay. They coming in. How y'all been though? You been good. Let me take this case off. Look how I hate when and this food and shit all in there. I hate when I'm watching the show back and I be looking at my case like, yeah, that dirty ass phone case, girl. Do something with that. And I still don't. I don't. I will one day. Of course, we were sipping on Prosecco with a little bit of hair. Bald head shit. With a little bit of lemonade and a lemon slice. Refreshing for this heat. Because how did a bitch? How did a big bitch? How did a outside? That's like my second glass, so y'all gotta excuse me. But life updates. Listen, God said, come here, belt to ass. Belt to ass. Because what I told you was, you need to not be around them people. You need to lead them people where they are. And I said, God, but I've been knowing them my whole life. Let me give them another chance and belt the ass again, because some people are just shitty people. And I've learned yet another lesson that some people are just shitty ass individuals. Listen, when I tell y'all, chat, I ain't been lied on. I ain't been lied on like that since 2021. Since 2021, gang. When I tell you I was lied on, like it's like a game of, I know I'm just follow me. It's like a game of telephone. Like, you tell somebody something, and then they tell the next person something, and then when the word finally get back to you, it's a completely different story. Like, that's exactly what happened to me, and my flabbers were fucking gasted, because what do you mean? I told you, because that's the truth, and that's my story. And for the shit to get flipped, tossed, and reversed was crazy. And that, to me, gang, was like the final lesson. Like, you gotta leave people alone, even if it's your mammy. You have to leave them the fuck alone, because they don't mean you no good. And the crazy thing about it, the crazy thing about it is that when I sat back and I really looked around, it's like none of y'all, and like I said, I want y'all to follow me. One day I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna really like just chop it up with y'all, and I'm gonna tell you the whole shebang. But none of y'all can really, y'all don't have the guts to call me up on the phone and say, hey, this, that, and the third. That's how you know people be dead ass wrong, that they gotta watch you from social media. They gotta watch you from social media, gang. Like, we really grew up together. Like, that's how you know y'all be on some bullshit. Y'all be trying to watch, motherfucker be trying to watch your, listen, motherfucker be trying to watch your life to see if the story that was told add up. But here's the gag. It don't, because it's the truth. My life that I put out there is a snippet, it's a snapshot of what I want people to see. However, comma, nobody wants to believe the truth when the lie is more entertaining. I know I said a lot without saying too much, but like, just know Auntie Mimi was lied on in the most egregious way possible. And it's like, you know what? That's the final straw. I have to learn my lesson. Shame on me. Like, I know I can't. I'm talking to the devil. I'm talking to a I thinking, and I'm just talking. I'm just spilling my own tea. But then the story get flipped. She crazy, man. She really crazy out here. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could laugh today and I could laugh tomorrow because I know what the truth is. You feel me? And motherfuckers can get online and talk that fake shit, but I know the truth. God knows the truth. I know the truth. And look who's telling the lie. You feel me? Like, like, really take a look at who really be telling the lies on you. They don't be on shit. Life don't be hitting on that. Shame on me for the final time. On another note, just being extremely grateful. So that happened, and then the turn of events of like just people just showing up for my baby. Shout out to my baby's godmother, Nene, and her husband. Like, dope ass people. Like, and it's crazy how people who you think will show up for you and show up for your family and show up for your child don't. But the ones who are should. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to them. Like, that just really showed me that, like, it's okay. It's okay. My baby still has a support team. She still has a support system and family that truly genuinely love her and is going to be there for her. You feel me? And I'm also learning as a new mom that I have to share her a little bit. I know I've came on this podcast and I've said, like, daycare is not an option that we're exploring, but now, you know, it's a possibility. I know that my daughter, she's extremely, extremely smart, but I know that she needs to be around other kids just a little bit. I know that I need to share her because she's such an amazing, amazing baby. And other people want to experience her. Like, she's a product of greatness, or she's a product of love. And I have to just allow her to explore and be around people. Like, just this past weekend, my cousin came and just showed my husband and I like what support should look like from family. Like, if people say that they fuck with you, like, and they fuck with your kids, they genuinely show up and they genuinely support you. And this girl is always trying to take my baby back to Texas with her, and it ain't gonna happen yet. But it's just the fact of, like, it's there. Like, the help is there if I ever wanted to take it, and it's just like, that's priceless. Like, that help and that support, Even my husband was like, damn, like I'm sad that they leaving. Like that, like just those few days, it was literally like a day and a half they were here. That day and a half of just like knowing that like, oh, she good. She good. We got her. Was just an amazing feeling. Like, damn, like this what a village feel like. This little raggedy ass village I got over here. that ain't a village. The motherfuckers got their hand out. You make $10, they want 5 for help. Like, nigga. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Lessons being learned, life being experienced, and cheers to that. It took me a minute to get back on this gray couch. But as we all know about the Nolan Wells story, the 18-year-old football player from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and he was an incoming wide receiver to Southwest Mississippi Community College, was on Horn Island in Mississippi 4th of July weekend, actually the day of 4th of July, and never made it back home to his parents. And a sea full of white folk, never made it back to his parents. As we all know now, there is a slew of different scenarios, stories, indications that have hit the media. At first, there was like zero media coverage of this, but now there is a whole bunch. But ain't no arrest been made. This young man never made it back to his mom and dad. Nobody's speaking up. All the so-called friends, and I hate that y'all keep calling these folks his friends. These white folks lawyered up. One of the boys' stepmother is in fact a judge in the state of Mississippi. This thing is writing while I'm talking. And yeah, there's no arrest that have been made. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He has paid for a second autopsy. I don't think the results have come out from that autopsy. Can you stop texting while I'm talking? And it's still doing it. That's so weird. These phones are it's the phones. It's the phones. I don't think the autopsy results have come back yet. There was a picture swarming around social media stating that it was a picture after the white folks stated that Nolan never made it back on the boat. However, they were all at a pool. Ben Crump has been appointed the attorney. I just want to know, niggas, black people, is there any other representation that we can obtain besides Ben Crump? I have different mixed feelings about Ben Crump. Especially in this situation that he shared that photo. And I just feel like Ben Crump is like I think niggas think that he's like our Johnny Cochran. And I just don't know about that. Didn't he represent, lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Didn't he represent the family of Trayvon Martin? And then the motherfucker walked away. And I know, like, you win some, you lose some, but I just think that Ben Crump is like the easy scapegoat attorney, public figure attorney. Like, where is the niggas really in the field on the ground, really still putting in the work? I know some black attorneys out there, civil rights attorneys that's really out here fighting, boots on the ground doing the shit, like winning cases. Like Ben Crump can't be the only nigga. Ben Crump can't be the only nigga in the courtroom. Please get somebody else besides Ben Crump. Besides that, Black people, we have to, and I spoke on this on a previous show, we have to stop seeing having white friends and being the only melanated person in the group as a badge of honor. That shit is not a badge of honor. Put your kids around some color and some diversity. Some people who, not no hood situations, but people who, some Black kids who have like-minded parents like you, Black people. Like, Callie just don't know. Y'all know the white that's on rice? That's how I'm going to be on her ass when it comes to who you with, who's going, what time I'm picking you. Like, my girl don't stand a chance. Like, why are you the only, these are the questions I'm going to be asking. Like, why is you the only nigga? Girl, if you don't get you some Black friends, some Hispanic friends, some Indian friends, like, girl, like, don't, diversity is key. And like I said, I've said this before, so we just gonna repeat the conversation. Everything is spiritual. Everything that we are seeing in the media, on social media, with race is spiritual. Even after the Nolan Wells story, rest in peace to that young man, there has been, I think, at least 2 or 3 young Black men and women coming up missing and bodies being found dismembered, hung. When I tell y'all it's a spiritual warfare out here against Black people, please believe me, please. This is what's going on. We need to keep our hand on the fucking swivel, prayed up, and close to the ones who love us and fuck with us the most, and fuck everybody else, because this shit is real out here. Our babies are dying at the hands of white folk. And it's not okay. It's not okay. There's a new parasite out here called Cyclospora catensis, which causes intestinal illness. Current intestinal illness. Can't read. Intestinal. Intestinal illnesses. Now, this is multi-state. It's a multi-state outbreak in the U.S. linked to contaminated fresh produce, although the exact source has not yet been confirmed. We know it's in lettuces. You vegan niggas, listen up. Lettuces, salad greens, and all those different produce. When I tell y'all, chat, no, maybe like 3 weeks ago, I ate some salad. I ate a salad. I had romaine lettuce, black olives, jalapenos, cucumber, cherry tomatoes, and a ranch. Baby, when I tell you I tore this salad down, and no more than maybe 6 hours later, when I came home, my stomach hurt a little bit. This is before all of this ever even hit the news. My stomach hurt a little bit. Let me just use a little bathroom and leave myself. And that didn't work. And when I tell you I was up long, all night long, on the toilets, calling Earl. I'm like, fuck. All I ate was a salad. I was sicker than a dirty dog. I was sick as fuck. Both ends. I couldn't catch a fucking break. I was 2 seconds from going to the ER. And then finally, maybe around 6 p.m. the next day, I felt relief. Started to feel relief. I had that shit. And I love a good salad. I love a good salad, baby. Let me tell you, sister, I ain't no salad. Salad ain't gotta worry about me till y'all clear up this mess. Spitting. Y'all gotta clear that up. And my husband had the same thing, like literally like 2 days before he had the same type of symptoms. They're trying to kill us. I'm trying to tell y'all. Spiritual warfare and it's food warfare. Agricultural well warfare on myself. All right, so haven't you niggas learned anything from Chadwick Boseman? Brandy performed at the Essence Festival, and instead of y'all talking about her performance, her vocals, you niggas decided to focus on her looks and how thin she looked. Brandy is so unproblematic, and I hate the internet. I hate the internet for shit like this because it's like you can't catch a fucking break. You're damned if you do, you damned if you don't. If she would have showed up 15 pounds heavier, you niggas would have had something to say. And being that she showed up 15, 16, 18, 19, 20 pounds lighter, you niggas got something to say. Like, come on. Like, I hate how hyper focused we are on looks. Yeah, you should look. I don't think people should comment on people's looks, period, especially their weight, because you never know what the fuck people are going through health wise. And maybe she thinks she looks good. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I couldn't imagine being on a platform like that and you thinking that you just tore the house down with your vocals and you done performed your soul out, and then niggas talking about how thin you look. Like, you niggas are trash, man. You niggas are trash. And do better. I watched Real Housewives of Atlanta last night. I caught up, and Shamia and Portia went at it. And I must say, I have to side with Portia on this because Shamia is not saying how she really feel, and it came out at that dinner when she was talking about Portia's mom sleeping with her uncle or whoever. Y'all shouldn't be talking about each other's mamas. First of all, let's start there. And it really is crazy because y'all was really real friends before Housewives came into play. But I have to side with Portia because Shamia is not saying how she feels. She got to say how she feels because she don't like the fact that Kelly and Portia are now chummy. You know what I'm saying? It was written all over her face. She didn't like that they were let bygones be bygones and trying to put the past in the past and move forward and apologize to one another and decided to move forward. And it's Kiki, and she don't like that shit, and she's not saying that. And I feel like it came out at that dinner. And one thing I can't stand is a bitch that's sitting on ready. Especially a bitch that used to be your friend and y'all know each other's deepest, darkest secrets. And then on Mad Day, because you feeling some type of way, because I really do feel like Shamea is truly upset and heartbroken that Porsha not fucking with her no more. All the shit hit the fan, and now you just gonna spill everything that you think you know. Like, that's not okay. Like, was you ever a friend? Was you ever a friend of Porsha? I hate shit like that. Situations like that literally make me never want to trust a hoe ever in life. Cause bitch, what you mean? I done sat up here and I told you some shit about my family and my life. And now that we not cool, you gonna broadcast it. And she had no reason to say it. Like, it was just so strange. Like, and did your mom, like, girl, where did that come from? Shamea, tighten up, baby, tighten up. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. And I see why Porsha don't fuck with her. I see that. And Porsha, you're not wrong for feeling like, because I would be the same way. Feeling like, I don't fuck with you. I don't fool with you like that. So no, my daughter can't come to your house. That's a negative. Not saying that you would ever do anything to my baby, but just to prevent anything, any mishaps, any questions, cut it all out. She cool. She don't gotta go over there. It's unfortunate that kids create their own separate bonds, and then once the parents get into it or no longer dealing with one another, like, yeah, they suffer in that sense. But it is what it is. They'll get over it eventually. But yeah, I'm Shamea, you dead ass wrong. You dead ass wrong for that, girl. Sorry, not sorry. What else? What else, girl? That's it. I feel like I be talking so fast, like that I never fully like flush out everything that I want to tell y'all. Like, it's been like 2 weeks. I think that make me nervous. I get a little nervous. I'm ready to take this out, but like, why today it look cute? One thing I can't do is no nappy ass hair, and I feel like the hair itself is just like, it has to be babysat, and I'm not a babysitting hair ass bitch. Like, you either gonna cooperate or we gonna take your ass out and throw you in the trash. Ain't but two ways about it, sweetheart. And I just feel like on a good day, this shit don't cooperate. But today, it kind of look cute. It kind of look cute. It look cute. It kind of look cute. What else though? I'm so tea. I hope y'all know y'all tea. Like, if you a woman that's doing what you're supposed to be doing, on your shit, working, providing, hustling, taking care of your kids, staying fly, take care of your man, bitch, you tea, bitch. Bitch, I'm tea. I decided every show we're going to do let me get it pulled up, real estate tip of the week. So if you're new here, not only does Auntie Mimi sit here on this lovely couch and pop it, I'm also a business owner of a wax shop specializing in Brazilian waxes and facials into gyms. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's another day. I also am a realtor by night. No, I joke a lot. I kid. So we're gonna start doing a Auntie Mimi real estate tip of the week. All right. So my Auntie Mimi's real estate tip of the week is don't shop for a house before you shop for a lender. Don't do it. A lot of mistakes first time home buyers make is falling in love with the home before they know they can actually afford it. The first step isn't about browsing Zillow, even though I love. Well, as a realtor, now that I have other accesses, like Zillow can go somewhere. But before that, I used to love browsing Zillow, so I get it. But it's getting pre-approved with the lender. Pre-approval goes hand in hand with finding what your affordability is. Pre-approval helps you to understand your true budget. Sellers take pre-approved buyers more seriously, especially in competitive markets. It can prevent disappointment from looking at homes outside your price range. Like, who want to look at a house that they can't even afford, right? You'll know what your monthly payment may look like, not just the home's listing price. So you get a full picture of what your mortgage is going to run you every month. Buying a home isn't just about qualifying for a loan. It's about finding a payment that still allows you to enjoy your life. You don't want to be house poor. Don't buy the most expensive house the bank says you can afford. Buy the house that lets you sleep peacefully at night. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Las Vegas, I love to help you. Just reach out. I'll drop it in the comments. And rookie mistake. So I am in as of April, I made my first year as a realtor here in Las Vegas. And I can honestly say, rookie mistake, I've been so thirsty in the beginning to make that sale. Make that sale, girl. That I have literally shown properties without a pre-approval. Would I do that today? Absolutely not. I need that, not only the pre-approval, I need a buyer brokerage agreement, baby. I gotta know that we locked in. We locked in, Sensei. Whether it's for a month, a week, baby, I need that buyer brokerage agreement signed and I need that pre-approval. So that way I know that I'm not wasting your time and I know that you're a serious buyer. Okay. Quick little story. I was hosting an open house. So I'm branding myself as like the neighborhood. I'm your neighborhood realtor. Like, my passion is I'm gonna sell any and everything. And I'm gonna help any and everybody. Let me say that. However, my passion and my focus is building up the North Las Vegas West Side. Okay. I don't think that my people understand how powerful owning is, and owning in your own communities. And so that's my focus. Anywho, I hosted an open house in North Las Vegas, and a potential buyer came in, and we were chopping it up. She's telling me what she's trying to do. She wants to fix her upper. Boom. I didn't have nobody else coming through the door. So I'm like, well, it's literally a home that fits your criteria across the street. Like, girl, let me lock this up and we can go. Like, we can walk across the street, we can talk some more, and I can show you this property. When I tell y'all, it was an older house, maybe built in like the 1970s, vacant. And when I tell you, I opened up them doors and the alarm sounded. The alarm went off. So I'm calling the listing agent like, please, Jackson, please, what's the code? Let's set the alarm off. So my potential client, she still walked through the house just to get a feel for it. But I know like this is bad. Like it was loud, like piercing your eardrum, loud. And so she didn't say anything about it, but I still showed her the house, locked it up. I'm thinking either the seller, the listing agent is going to call me back, or the police is going to pull up at any fucking moment. And I got to explain myself, like with my badge in hand, like, hey, I'm a realtor. I'm just showing the property, but nobody ever showed up. Even after that, I continued to follow up. I was sending her properties. I paired her with my lender I was working with at the time. My lender and I are communicating based on like what we're going to do to help our client. And she sent her the buyer brokerage agreement. She was really like firm, like for whatever reason, like I'm not signing that, and I'm still like green, like, okay, well, I still send you, I'm still doing work, right? Fast forward, maybe like a year, I stopped communicating with her. At some point, and this, I'm sure other realtors can attest to this, at some point it's like, which you shouldn't. I don't recommend this. Keep constant communication. Even if it's to say, hey, how's it going? Do you need help? Don't ever stop communicating. So my lesson, another lesson that I learned, stop communicating with her, moved on to the next, and reached out to her just recently, maybe like 2 months ago. And she's like, yeah, I bought it. I actually just closed on a house. And I congratulated her and everything. But I say all that to say, if I were more persistent, and more communicative, with where my stance was as a realtor in trying to help her get into her home, that could have been my sell. If I wasn't so thirsty to work for free, and we do a lot of things for free. However, there's a boundary set when we're asking these clients to, hey, before we go see this house, let's sign this buyer brokerage agreement. We could just sign it. You could sign it for the day, but just, I can't open up these doors until I know that I'm working for you and no one else. If I have more knowledge in that area, that could have potentially been my sale. But you live and you learn. Yeah, just don't be so thirsty. Stick to your boundaries, stick to what you know and what you were trained to do as a professional. And if the client is truly for you, they're going to understand, like, hey, yeah, I'll sign this just to give you a peace of mind. And I have a full understanding that I'm working with you and I'm giving you that exclusivity. So yeah, baby. We need buyer brokerage agreements signed and we need pre-approvals before we can open up those doors, okay? And that's what I have for you today, chat. I was just a motor mouth today. Moral of the story. What's my moral of the story today? My moral of the story today is listen to your guts. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Stick to what you know is right, because the minute you go against that, it's always going to backfire and you're going to get belt to ass, okay? By life, by God, the universe, and Christ. Please listen to your discernment. Well, thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of Can You Hear Me Now? And we're going to keep the conversation going on our Instagram, on our threads, and Twitter. And once again, I am your host, most gracious DJ Auntie Mimi. And thank you for tuning in, y'all. Y'all be good to yourself and one another. Bye.
Can you hear me now?